Half the year we've been doing this work of going into classrooms and stuff like that. And the thing is, we've been focusing so much on like teacher actions and what's happening with teachers. We haven't really started with what trends are we seeing with students and use that information to help create a theory. And I think that's going to be really, it's going to hurt us down the road when we get to the point of being able to like move students, because we're going to start to create arbitrary numbers for movement. We're going to say, oh, well, this class is going to be at 80% by February 25th. You know, and how we can't make a decision like that without knowing exactly where students are, what groups of students are struggling with what, how does that, you know, how did the teacher actions that we're seeing in the classroom impact that particular group of students. I think just starting with the student data that we're going to start with this one is going to help us to prioritize how we spend our time in classrooms, and I think it's going to give us a key to figuring out how do we engage with these progress unknown people, right? Because right now the big missing gap with them is they don't have data, and so it's like, how do we even convince them that data is important, right? But I don't even know that we're using data to the best of our ability to be in a place where we can actually convince all these progress unknown people that data is actually going to be useful. So I want us to start building the habit of like really meaningfully using student data when we're in classrooms, when we're thinking about what core groups need to do next and how to prioritize and all that good stuff. So I'm glad we're going to look at Danielle's stuff. And I'm glad we're going to DOPS, because I don't know if you know, but DOPS, that's my old stomping grounds. All my kids are there that I took my second year. So I'm excited about going there this morning. And we might see Donna and Chief over there and just pop in and see how they're doing. So I think it could be a good win overall.
I think it would be good to see Donna, because she's really reaching out for help.
Perfect.
And she feels like she's drowning a little bit.
So here's what I want to do. Let's first start with let's take 5 minutes and like pull up what class are we going to go see. I have 4 trackers here. So which one do we need to focus in on for the time that we're going to be there?
Math.
Okay, cool. So let's take 5 minutes, look at this math tracker, and let's just pull out trends that we see. Like what students are succeeding, what students are the furthest behind. See if we can create some groups for a second, if that's helpful. What are the specific standards where students are struggling on or not struggling on? I want to make sure we pull out both progress and gaps here. And then we'll come back together and talk in like 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll compare notes.